Well, the Atlanta Falcons just hedged their bet. They've improved on defense, and with the final cuts and what they did filling out the practice squad, I think this team's really complete now. If you're new to the channel, we're Detroit Lions fans, but we have this channel talking about teams and stories that just don't get the love nationally that they should. Atlanta Falcons kind of being under the radar for a team that's being talked about a lot, and it seems like people are talking about them a lot just because of the Penix stuff, and it's like, no, seriously, let's just really look at this team now, and they're really good, and it's an opportunity for them now with the 53-man roster in place for us, I guess, to look at this team and really see. Here's what I love that they did. They went to their practice squad and they get Kevin King. And the reason I said they're hedging their bets on this is because their secondary is a little sketchy, but they bring in a veteran guy from the Packers that could really be a guy that can help them. So if you go down here, and we'll get into a couple other things, quarterback trade that I really love, but Mike Hughes, older, solid, but like a little bit older. You're like, okay. AJ Terrell, like him, Clark Phillips. So it's like, man, we just need to make sure we're good in the secondary because D. Alford, Jesse Bates, love them. Justin Simmons, like, let's go. Let's keep building on the secondary because Judon, Jarrett, they've said we're going to go all in on the offense, which they did. Kirk Cousins, Michael Penix, Michael Jordan, Michael Penix Jr. And then we're going to make sure that we have security here in the secondary. We're going to do that by making sure that we have Kevin King, who's going to make sure that he's got the experience and is a guy that you can kind of look at to be pretty good. So remember, Kevin King was a Green Bay Packer. He was taken 33rd overall, and he played for the Packers 2018, 2019, 2020, 21. Then he had an injury and he missed basically 2022. 23 had a torn Achilles, and now he's picked up with the Atlanta Falcons in 2024. So he just had 2 years of injuries. Before that, I mean, he was a starter in the National Football League at corner, so it's great to have him on the practice squad and all set there. I love that. Now, next move that the Atlanta Falcons made that's so smart is they trade Taylor Heineke to the Chargers. So the Falcons, though I know, right, this is a big difference, but the point is you were able to take Michael Penix Jr., so now you've got another quarterback at your disposal, and you're able to trade him for a pick. Now, you used a first-round pick on Michael Penix Jr., premium pick. We all get that. But you recoup a pick. It's a sixth-rounder, could be a fifth. But the point is you add an extra pick. You solidify your quarterback position for the next 10 to 15 years, hopefully. You've got a great backup if something were to happen to an older Kirk Cousins. So while this move was such a shocker on draft night, I just think that the Michael Penix pick is so good. I thought it was so bad at the time. And then I start looking at this roster, what they've been able to do and what they did recently, and it totally makes sense. Because you took Michael Penix Jr., you didn't take a high-end safety or a high-end defensive end. Nope. But what were you able to do? Add Judon. Add Justin Simmons. So you filled 3 premium spots in this offseason alongside the Bijan Robinsons, Drake London that you already had, Kyle Pitts, who Kirk Cousins is only going to make better. You've got a good offensive line, defensive line with star Grady Jarrett. You've got blue chip players like littered throughout here. You're like, oh yeah, that's right. They've got Justin Simmons. Oh, that's right. They got Jesse Bates. So, and then what the Falcons have done, and this is why this whole video came about, was I'm like, man, not only do they have star players on their starters, they've got backups who they're starting to fill in. Even on their practice squad, they've been able to identify and get guys that have meaningful experience in the NFL. And we'll go back to this list here. You can look at all the guys on the practice squad, guys that have played well, guys that they were able to get back. Andrew Stuber was part of the Michigan just stud offensive lines there. He's able to come back. Dylan Drummond, Jesse Matthews, Carlos Washington, I really like. So if you look at Kevin King and what he did in the preseason, he took 2 years off. but he's able to read this, undercut it, stay deep. You can see screen right here. Undercuts this, steps up, interception. So again, it's a practice squad player. Are we gonna just like lose our minds over it? No. But my whole thought here is that the Atlanta Falcons, like the Lions, for a couple of years there, just like, man, they're gonna be pretty good, right? Like, I don't know. We all watch enough and we pay attention so much now to the NFL, and it is king when it comes to sports, that we're not dumb. And I say we, I mean just general fans. Like, I can look at a roster, I can look at what you did last year, who you added, and just be like, I mean, it's like, am I crazy here? Or the Atlanta Falcons gonna be pretty good. I feel like they're gonna be pretty good. So can't wait to see what they do this season, because this is kind of what we keep hitting on this channel. That this is a manageable division, and that is what you're looking for when you are trying to look at what your future holds. It's like, can we win the division? There's some areas like AFC West where it's like, all right, the Chiefs are in your division, so you got to go play really well. You got to hope to get a wild card. Like, are you not winning that division? Probably, if you're a Raiders fan. I mean, probably not, right? It's gonna be tough. But here in this division, win the division. That's an automatic playoff spot. If you win the division, it's a home playoff game. And now you're right what the Buccaneers did last year, where you win a home playoff game. You go to Detroit, tough environment, play toe to toe to the end. You lose. Okay, fine. Who cares? It's like, we were in the playoffs. We were in the mix. We had an opportunity, and that's what winning the division does. So I think it's really good. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know. We've been asking people just kind of their favorite defensive players on their teams that are just kind of under the radar. So the Atlanta Falcons, your favorite defensive player under the radar, not an obvious one. Let me know your thoughts, or let me know who that player is in the comments. And then everybody's kind of looking. It's fun to see. It's like, oh yeah, I remember that guy. I like that guy. Also subscribe if you haven't. Going to 20,000 subs here on this channel. We've got just been fun talking. We like talking about teams, like I said, that just don't get the love nationally. I mean, the Falcons just don't. And they did for a minute there, just because everyone's like making fun of them. But look who's laughing now, baby. It's crazy. I love what they did. And I think it was a really smart move. So again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, and we will see all of you on the next one.